Bank. Speaking of which, Tony Kallsen is with us from First Commonwealth Bank. Katie Sechrist from Lifesteps. The Battle of the Banks is coming up. This isn't a knock-down, drag-out thing, is it, Katie? Okay. Come on up to the microphone really close, and folks can get in on this and hear what's happening with the Battle of the Banks. First of all, good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so what is Battle of the Banks?
It's just a pretty low-key event at Culpepper's on March 9th, 5 to 7 p.m. There are 3 different banks, First Commonwealth, S&T Bank, and Marion Center, and they're battling it out to see who can get the most tips. The servers from Culpepper's are giving up their tips, but diners really don't have to do anything special. I mean, that's a little thing that might deter people. They're scared they have to do something. They just come and eat like a normal night.
All right, so it's just a normal, nice, quiet evening at Culpepper's, and the folks from First Commonwealth Bank and the other 2 banks, which are, again, S&T?
S&T and Marion Center.
And Marion Center Bank, they promise not to spill your drinks. Tony, can you really make that guarantee?
No, absolutely not.
But it's a wonderful event because of the way that it's structured, I think. It doesn't involve anything other than people doing what they would normally do.
That's right. Each of the banks have volunteers that will serve the patrons, but as a patron, all you have to do is show up and eat and drink. All of the tips get donated. Nobody's going to walk around with pledge cards. You don't have to hear our speeches. Just come and eat and drink and talk. I can't promise it'll be quiet either, but it's a good time, and it raises good money for a good cause. Yeah,
I imagine there's a little bit of good old-fashioned ribbon going on between the participants as well, isn't there?
It's a little competitive. I will tell you, First Commonwealth has taken the trophy the last 2 years, and I've already made place for it for the 3rd one this year, so we'll see.
Katie, it doesn't sound like he's bragging at all, does it?
Oh, no, not at all.
He's not throwing down the gauntlet.
It's a big, giant golden pig this year.
A big, giant golden pig?
Yes, this big.
Hold your hands up to the microphone again so everyone can see it on the radio.
Everyone's vying for that big, giant golden pig.
But it's a wonderful thing because it gives people the chance to learn. I'm sure that you'll have materials there that folks can learn about Lifesteps as well.
Right at the front door, we'll have a few materials. We'll have our table talking about our what we offer in the community, which for this event, it goes to our Lifesteps Family Caring Fund, which helps support our free programs like Child Check and Family Care Mobile Library, which are both here in Indiana County.
And they do such wonderful work and have for so many years. Lifesteps is one of those great organizations that might fly a little bit under the radar, but the people who obtain their services from Lifesteps, they know how valuable it is.
Yep.
Absolutely. So, Tony, who's the best bartender from First Commonwealth?
I'll give a shout-out to Camille. She's Camille Morris. She's done that. This will be her 2nd year, I think. So
she knows her stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. And in terms of actually mixing up the drinks, is that done by the pros?
That's supervised. Yeah, don't worry. We'll have the professionals there to help us.
All right. So Camille's the best. Who's the worst? You don't want to reveal that.
We have so many new people this year. I guess we'll find out.
Oh.
I think all the bartenders are ones that have done it before, and the servers are the newbies. So.
Yeah.
If you're getting a drink, you should be a little bit more...
You're safe.
Safe, yeah.
Yeah, you never know what kind of concoction they might come up with if we didn't keep the pros in charge of the actual mixing. Yeah, very good. So this is coming up on Thursday, the Battle of the Banks. There are 3 banks involved, First Commonwealth, S&T Bank, and Marion Center Bank. I'm sure that they're all enthused and they can't wait to make this happen.
Yeah, last year we raised almost $6,500, and this year we're hoping to at least match it, if not beat it.
In one night?
No, a lot of the banks have been starting to pre-fundraise, getting a lot of their clients especially to donate a little extra. And, I mean, even though it's a regular dining night, feel free to give a little more.
Sure. But that's a pretty smart move, Tony, is when the banks do some work ahead of time so that you're coming into the building and you've already got a little bit of a bankroll that you can help Lifesteps in that way as well.
Yeah, there's a little game theory.
Yeah. From the bank's standpoint, supporting causes like Lifesteps, the very many other causes in which First Commonwealth Bank is involved. Obviously, it's a pretty important thing here in a community bank to have, and in a community such as this, to have a bank such as First Commonwealth picking up all of these wonderful causes.
Absolutely, and I'm also a director at Lifesteps, sit on the board, and obviously that's supported by the bank as well. I have to spend at least 8 days a week away from my regular job to do that. So
8 days a week, wow.
Or I'm sorry, eight
The
8 days a year. Yeah.
The Beatles take care of that.
Yeah.
But it's a measure of the way that the banks here in Indiana County operate within their communities. That even your bank, S&T Bank, they have reaches that go far beyond the borders of Indiana County. Marion Center Bank is a very firm and solid institution here within the county and some of our neighboring counties as well. But they really recognize that there are needs here, right here at home, and the reach of the banks and your ability to reach out within your own family and then into the community has to be important to the boards of the banks.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah,
Terrific.
Serving the communities is very important to us.
Absolutely. All right, so it's coming up on Thursday. It's March the 9th. Katie, what time again?
5 to 7.
From 5 until 7, folks are invited to head out to Culpepper's and have their meal there that night, or meet for a social engagement or two, and help Lifesteps.
Yep.
Tremendous. Well, thank you both for coming in to visit with us today.
Thank you.
We appreciate it very, very much. It's 8:52 in the morning. It is Indiana in the Morning, presented as always